All right, frequently asked question. CT Sounds LC2 line output converter. Is it any good? Well, let's get one out of the box and throw it in the car and we'll see what it looks like in a real world situation, yo. Let's get it. All right, so what do we get? The CT LC2. On the back, we have some brief instructions and some details on what it is that you are getting with your LC2. So included in the box are some mounting screws and then your LC2. Let's unwrap. All right, this is a pretty line output converter with a black, looks like anodized brushed aluminium finish. This will look very nice sitting next to a CT series amp if you have one. Okay, so on the front of your LOC from left to right, you are going to start with your power LED indicator, your maximized LED indicator, and this guy is effectively a clip light indicator. You have your bass lift dial, your main dial, and then you have your bass or your output level dial here on the end. This guy here is basically your gain knob to set levels going out to your amplifier. The LC2 from CT Sounds comes with bass lift technology. Some line output converters, we'll talk about the high ticket line output converters that come with the AccuBass technology, have the same principle here in the LC2 with the bass lift. And effectively what this does is if you're using a factory head unit that automatically EQs down lower frequencies at high volume to protect the speakers, the bass lift and the bass knob will help restore that signal going out to your amp. And like I said, we'll talk more about these guys in another video. And then on the end, you can see you have speaker inputs for left and right, and if you're running both sides, I would highly recommend tapping into 2 rear speakers or a rear factory subwoofer if you have one that's been taken out of the car, and then a rear speaker input to make sure you are supplying your LC2 with a great signal for it to prepare for your amp. We then have our bass control input. So if you have an amp that does not have a bass knob, you can simply add one in utilizing this guy right here. And then on the end, you'll see we have our remote out, which is the remote that you'll run to your amp. And then right next to it, we have the remote in, which is your remote in from wherever you have sourced that. And then you're gonna have a 12 volt permanent power and a ground, and you are good to go, baby. Let's get this in the car and let's see what type of output clean voltage we can detect with the DD1. All right, 40 Hertz test tone rolling in the back. We're gonna first take a look at what our signal is coming in from the head unit. And what we see is a clean 6.2 volt signal at our maximum volume. And we're gonna roll this DD1 on the other side to see what type of signal we can get out. All right, so DD1 plugged in to the output side of your LOC. Let's see what kind of signal this guy can produce before we start to detect distortion at 40 Hertz. Wow. Okay. It looks like right at 11.6. 11.6 volts clean signal. Let's call it at 11.5. That is about 6.5 volts more than what you absolutely need. A nice clean signal to your monoblock amp is going to be right at 5 volts, baby. And as you can see, we've got no clip indicator on the LOC either.
Fantastic value.
All right, so easy question answered. Does the CT Sounds LC2 keep up with the best at literally half the price, if not less? Absolutely. Product link and coupon code in the description below. Let's get it, CT Sounds Army.